Hi Ali, how are you doing?
I am fine. How about you, Tracy?
Good, thanks. You know, I have been reading about Islam for a long time, and I am now convinced that this is the right religion. But I don't know how to convert to Islam.
I'm happy to hear that from you, Tracy. And thank God that you found the right path yourself. To convert to Islam and become a Muslim, a person needs to pronounce the testimony with conviction and understanding its meaning. I testify, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad, Rasul. The translation of which is, I testify that there is no true God, deity, but God, Allah, and that Muhammad is a messenger, prophet of God. That's it.
Really? Thank you, Ali. So I just need to say, I testify, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasul. I testify that there is no true God, deity, but God, Allah, and that Muhammad is a messenger, prophet of God. Thank God that He guided me to this religion by His mercy.
When someone pronounces the testimony with conviction, then he/she has become a Muslim. It can be done alone, but it is much better to be done with an advisor or someone you know who is Muslim, so they may help you in pronouncing it right and to provide you with important resources for new Muslims. The first part of the testimony consists of the most important truth that God revealed to mankind, that there is nothing divine or worthy of being worshipped except for Almighty God. God states in the Holy Quran, "We did not send the messenger before you without revealing to him, none has the right to be worshipped except I, therefore worship me." Quran 21:25. This conveys that all forms of worship, whether it be praying, fasting, invoking, seeking refuge in, and offering an animal as sacrifice, must be directed to God and to God alone. Directing any form of worship to other than God, whether it be an angel, a messenger, Jesus, Muhammad, a saint, an idol, the sun, the moon, a tree, is seen as a contradiction to the fundamental message of Islam, and it is an unforgivable sin unless it is repented from before one dies. All forms of worship must be directed to God only.
You talked about worshipping. Can you please explain what is worshipping in Islam?
Worship means the performance of deeds and sayings that please God, things which He commanded or encouraged to be performed, either by direct textual proof or by analogy. Thus, worship is not restricted to the implementation of the 5 pillars of Islam, but also includes every aspect of life. Providing food for one's family, and saying something pleasant to cheer a person up are also considered acts of worship, if such is done with the intention of pleasing God. This means that, to be accepted, all acts of worship must be carried out sincerely for the sake of God alone.
That's clear. So what about the second part of the testimony?
The second part of the testimony means that Prophet Muhammad is the servant and chosen messenger of God. This implies that one obeys and follows the commands of the Prophet. One must believe in what he has said, practice his teachings and avoid what he has forbidden. One must therefore worship God only according to his teaching alone, for all the teachings of the Prophet were in fact revelations and inspirations conveyed to him by God. One must try to mold their lives and character and emulate the Prophet, as he was a living example for humans to follow. God says, "And indeed you are upon a high standard of moral character." Quran 68:4. God also said, "And indeed you have a good and upright example in the messenger of God, for those who hope in the meeting of God and the hereafter," and mentions God much. Quran 33:21. He was sent in order to practically implement the Quran, in his saying, deeds, legislation as well as all other facets of life. Aisha, the wife of the Prophet, when asked about the character of the Prophet, replied, "His character was that of the Quran." As Sayyidi, to truly adhere to the second part of the Shahadah is to follow his example in all walks of life. God says, "Say, O Muhammad, to mankind, if you really love God, then follow me." Quran 3:31. It also means that Muhammad is the final prophet and messenger of God, and that no true prophet can come after him. Muhammad is not the father of any man among you, but he is the messenger of God and the last end of the prophets, and God is ever all aware of everything. Quran 33:40. So Tracy, we welcome you to Islam, congratulate you for your decision, and will try to help you in any way we can.
Thank you, Ali. Talk to you later.
You're welcome. Take care.